And the scary thing is we're just getting started with. There's a lot of things that I've come across like, oh, we're not using that. Oh, okay, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? So there's just different ways you have to make sure that you're using the numbers correctly. You know, say if Dwight's 1 for 1 from the 3-point line, you know, what do you do with that? You know what I'm saying? So there's still ways you have to process and massage that data to make sure it fits right for you guys when you guys are playing and me.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's going to be something. I mean,
that's the kind of stuff we need in sports games in general. You know what I mean? You see too much of monotonous teams online. Like everybody wants to play with the Heat, or it depends on who's hot at the time as well. Like people want to play with the Warriors and that kind of stuff. To whereas if you have this kind of data driving the game, when you get online and play a ranked match, let's just say the Warriors are in the shooting slump, you got the shooting slump Warriors. So, okay, if that's what you're going to do, then we're going to run like that. So I think it creates a variety of teams for people to play with when you have that kind of data, and it makes the game alive. I mean, that is a living and breathing feature that comes into your game, daily. So, to me, I think Madden has to go that route as well.
Yes.
Hopefully, they get there because it's so much statistical data that you can help with these sports games, and I think live. That's why I say I'm glad competition is back, because that kind of stuff, like, not to just be ragging on 2K, but the NBA today. Come on, man. That joint has played it since the beginning of the season. I mean, that's a sarcasm. I think, of course, it has updated, but I'm saying, like, this stuff it's not live and breathing like it should be. So, the NBA today turns into NBA last month with 2K. But
it's just like those nickname jerseys. Remember those jerseys? Live had them up, boom, right away. See?
Living and breathing. So I'm excited about that. I want for them to get the animations nailed down and for it to be a better aesthetically pleasing game. Not that that's all about it, because, like I said, the foundation has been laid, and I know OG is going to continue to press for simulation in live. And I'm glad that he's inside, and that we have connections with to be able to bring him on, answer questions as well. And hopefully we can get him on in the future under some, NDA pretenses to where he can go in depth in the future when, Live 15 is starting to roll out and we can get him on a Q&A session, a formal Q&A session.
Definitely.
I think, just looking at the queue, I think we might have one call. So let me check that real quick. Looks like 205 is calling in. Let me just check and see if he's listening or he has something to say. 205, you back on the Sim Perspective. Did you have a question or you were just listening?
I was listening, but I would like to ask a question real quick. To OG, I was wanting to know, the screen game in NBA 2K is something that I'm very frustrated with. Are y'all working with actually making the screen coming off the pick and rolls in the screen game? Is it actually going to be something that y'all are going to work towards making it more realistic in the future?
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think the early implementation of our screen game, I think, is solid. I think a lot of people don't see what they want because they're not setting up their screens properly as far as they want to see a collision and stuff get hit and where those trigger. Constantly trying to improve them, trying to add more variety in as far as the asset coverage. So that's something we'll be doing every single year. And like I said, that's just something we're just getting started with. Believe me, the screen roll is it's the most important play, or I wouldn't say it's the most important play, but it's the most common play in basketball. So that mechanic has got to be really on par. And it sounds like the feedback has been good as far as it being on the left trigger. And as far as how long you hold it is how long, that, you're basically controlling the screener, which is nice.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank y'all very much.
Not a problem, man. We appreciate the support.
And then also,
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh, okay. I just want to say real quick. Also, one other thing, though, in regards to the screen, like, even though the screening is not as crisp as in live at this moment, but one other thing you got to remember, though, about screening is that everybody doesn't do a solid screen on those screening rolls. You know what I'm saying? Like, players don't like if you watch an actual game, you see a lot of people slip. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of slip screens. Like, they'll just set a quick screen and then roll right off to the basket, or fade fade off to the side, to the baseline, or what have you. If you have a guy like a Tim Duncan or something like that. So that's just one thing to, just putting that out there, though, in that regard. So like I like the way the mechanic is set up in live at this moment as well. I just wanted to put that out there, though.
Yeah, and I think one of the other things that most people probably would agree to is I wish that there was some type of practice environment, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm learning on the fly or looking at some of the tutorials that, is definitely making it a better experience. So that definitely is, like, I think what I was looking forward to, I thought maybe it would be like a hanger, like I think that y'all had in NBA Live 10, I believe.
Yeah.
And that would have gone a long way with some, and I think it's proven right now that the feedback that's coming back from the patches is proving that, more tutorials and stuff are coming out and people are having better experiences. Now, I don't know, OG, if you can, if you're at a point where you can answer this or not. I've been getting a lot of questions in regards to, like, the patch. Everyone is waiting for that mega patch. Like I said, and if this is something that you can't answer, we completely understand. But is that something that's still in the works, or is it more so just like little patches here and there? Hello?
Oh,
can y'all hear?
Do we lose?
We may
we hear OG, you there?
Okay, you can hear me now.
There, yeah, now we hear you.
Yes.
Yeah.
As regards to all that stuff, as far as patches and updates, hopefully info should drop hopefully sometime soon. I can't guarantee the exact time when, because that's over my head. But we've put quite a bit of work in there, and yet still maintaining our work on the other end. So I'm definitely excited to hear your guys' feedback whenever that time comes.
Cool. And the only other question I had, another iffy one, and we all know the drill. If you can't answer it, don't. But a lot of people have been asking me. We see the tweets about the face scanning and all of that.
Yep.
Are you able to confirm that that's more down the road, or is that something that's patchable?
Oh, God, that's a great question. I can tell you we're doing it. But I don't know as far as exactly on that end. That is a different department as far as what is going in, just being on the gameplay side. So, besides talking to you guys, I've been head down on on the games moving forward.
Yeah, that works for me. So, guys who are listening, there you go. That's pretty much the same answer I gave you. I don't know. And just dealing with the Madden dev, I know it sounds crazy, but there's different departments. I mean, you guys would be surprised when we go down, like, early in the year. It's stuff that we know that will be in the game that's not there right in front of us because another department is doing that.
Yep.
It's really like that. So it's not like Scott is blowing any smoke or anything. That's exactly how it goes.
No, and it's not like we don't have great communication with them either. It's like, just like in this case, hey, I know that they're working, they're doing their thing. My man Paul's been working hard and doing his getting the guys up to speed and all that stuff. So yeah, it's just a matter of working at the task at hand and just even trying to stay in the forums. Like just I try to make a daily, at least weekly effort to at least go in there. Maybe not post, but hey, this is this is kind of what's going on, and deal with the Nerf hoof specialists and, you know, that kind of thing. But, you know, we make do.
Well, yeah, I got a ton of feedback to send. I got quite a few videos. You know, I'll be sending them your way.
Yep.
And it's just good, man. I mean, it's good to have you guys back. I mean, you already know that, man. I'm just basically saying that for formality because you already know we've talked about it. But I really do believe that there's something there with live, and I think you have a real good chance at legitimately competing with any other game because, you know, as we all know, the mighty 2K basketball is not what it's cracked up to be, and they're leaving a lot of doors open. So, you know, we're going to be here to tell you the truth, man. I mean, like, and that's another thing, guys, that we love about OG is, like you said, if we don't tell them what we don't like, that's an injustice. And
yeah, absolutely. Telling me what I want, tell me what I want to hear. Me personally, I don't give 2 cents, you know, because that doesn't help us get better. You know, it's the same way as, you know, your pops telling you how great you are when you're not working very hard, right? It just doesn't do anything for you. I mean, we don't know it all, so you just